Welcome back. Not the best opening 40 minutes we've seen. Getting better the last 5, and of course if Gary Lineker equals or beats that record tonight, we'll see it first here on Sky Sports. Ron Atkinson, at least as we were saying then, you and I, we're driving into the match a little bit now.
Yes, we've started to push up a little bit from the back. Palmer started thrusting from midfield. Webb's played with a fair amount of control all match, and all of a sudden, it's still more important that Dorigo and Stevens push on, but at least we've started to play the game in their half of the field and take the game to them a little bit more. Bits and pieces, really. Curl cross, Daly header that was, well, I thought for a moment dropping for Gary Lineker, but they tidied it up, didn't they? Yeah, it's all a bit scrambly, a bit old-fashioned, this. I mean, the Curl whipped the ball into the box here. And you see Tony Daly has his spring heel. He's not Tommy Lawton by any means, but here's a spring heeler in there. And as you say, Lineker just predating in the box, looking for any sort of mistakes, but full marks to the Hungarian defender. Saw it off very tidily. Keeper was chasing shadows there a little bit, wasn't he?
Hasn't had many chances to run at people, but when he did, we saw once again how quick he is, Tony Daly.
Yes, I mean, this was Daly at his best. He knocks it out of his feet here, past the defender, Simon. And what I'd like to see him do here is knock it again, and you feel there, the defender's leaning on him a little bit, you feel he's looking to do his little trick. Now, a lot of people may say he should have flown it there, just chipped it to the second post. I think he does right to have another go at him and try and get on the outside of the defender, and maybe cut the ball back in from a better angle.
But as he's clipped it behind him and made space for the cross, Lineker's wheeled away, hasn't he?
Yes, he's pulled away to the second post, yeah, and, you know, and he's anticipated he was sticking in there. But I always, in that situation, I always like to see the flank player attack defenders on the outside, because once you cut past them there, they're at the dead ball line, and you've got no fear of offside. You can cut the ball across defences for fun then.
Let's have a look at that Lineker chance again. So close.
Yes. Fittingly, it was from our best passing movement. A Webb first-time ball. Merson, good vision there. Sees Lineker pulling away from the sweeper. And he's a touch unlucky there. Everybody will say that's the time he missed the chance to go close with the record. But if you look here, he's got plenty to do. I mean, the keeper's cutting off his angle. I mean, that's only just shaving the post. And the keeper is, in fact, the keeper's taken up a good position on him. I thought that was a very, very difficult chance, actually. A lot of people will think it's a sitter. But, you know, Lineker's probably possibly tried to be too precise. But I think if it had gone for the inside of the post, the keeper would have got it.
So the chase is still on. The second half coming up very shortly. Hungary, England, goalless at half-time. Stay with us.
He played under his control, both won. But he'd be assured of his place in the folklore of the game in this country if they could beat England tonight. That's how much a visit from the English team does mean to the Hungarian football fans. A huge interest around England's team hotel. Lineker is allowed to go on. Can he cut it back for Smith? And Webb has scored. England have taken the lead. It was always going to be an important game, this, for Neil Webb. And he's adorned it with a goal. 10 minutes into the second half, and Hungary's offside trap failed them. Smith hoped to reach it, it went beyond him, but Webb got there and it went in the end off Telek. That was why I just hesitated to see that the ball was in. I'm sure everyone will want to give it to Neil Webb. He hasn't scored for England since June 1989. And his header was on its way, but then Telek stuck out a right boot, and there was no redress for Hungary then.
The result, I would have thought, Ron, but perhaps not the performance. First half particularly.
Well, for the first half, nothing happened until very much late in the half, the closing 5 minutes, when we did look a bit positive then. Second half, I felt we were well on top from the word go. System suited us a lot better. We were more familiar with it. Players were doing what they do at club level. Big Alan Smith made a difference. You know, the ball was hoisted up to him a number of times, and all of a sudden it was very, very difficult for the Hungarians to clear the ball.
Let's have a look at the goal. We'll give it to Neil Webb. Be harsh not to, wouldn't it?
Oh, I think so, yes. I mean, it's a traditional English league situation, if you like. The ball is hoisted in there. Smith competes. It comes back out, and there's a one-touch here from Sinton. Now, the thing is, Gary Lineker had threatened to do this all first half. The Hungarians were playing a big offside trap.